Happy Monday and happy Facebook Live. It just sounds funny saying happy Monday because usually I'm on here on Thursdays. Today is an unusual event because I'm doing what I'm calling a pop-up card salad play event. I've grabbed one of my card salad baggies and I'm going to make some things to show you. So today I'm featuring a stamp set called Today's Tiles, and it is actually retiring. So as we head towards the retirement of the new annual catalog, my goal is to show and share as many things as possible and to play with them. So I'm sort of saying goodbye. I'll let you guys say goodbye too. So this is going to be pretty quick. I'm going to face the camera down and show you some fun little projects that I'm going to make. Okay, here we go. I see people joining in. Hello, Linda. Hi, Trudy. I know there were other names. Hello, others. I see more people are on here. So here's the stamp set I'm using, Today's Tiles. A while back, I shared a project with it, and this is my card salad baggie from that play session. So that's basically what card salad is. Little bits and pieces and parts left over from a creative play session. If you haven't heard me say that before, that's what it is. Hi, Trudy. So I have pulled out the set. Taken everything out of my baggie, grabbed a little bit of ribbon and some other cardstock pieces and parts. So when I was making this project initially, I started with my Stamparatus and I had my stamp on there. This is the first stamp. And then there's a second stamp that layers right over the top. So that one just goes up here on the top. And I would just start by stamping this first one. And then I've got them positioned exactly so I can stamp the second one and I get these perfect, beautiful little pieces. Now, they don't always turn out perfect, but that's okay. So this is just one of the pieces that I did, and I actually did it facing this way, and then I turned it around and I actually did it that way. So I was able to do the whole big thing all at the same time, and I did do a big card made with this size of focal piece. On my website, if you go to the search bar and you want to see that project, you can just type in Today's Tiles, and it's in the upper right hand corner of my main blog page, which has a side panel, and I'm sure you'll be able to find this. So we're going to start with some of these pieces. I created a lot of these just kind of experimenting. This I actually did it on regular paper to play around with my colors. I'm going to set those aside, and then this was kind of my second batch where I tried some different colors on actual cardstock. So I am going to grab my cutter, and give me 1 second. I put it in the cabinet instead of taking it out. So sometimes these pieces didn't come out quite exactly as I wanted. They weren't quite centered, so I sort of rejected them. But if you cut them nice and tight, like I did on this one, I basically cut off the white edge. You eliminate the problem of having an uneven edge. So that was my trick for doing this. Now I also have this one, and this one I cut down so I'd have a nice tight edge. And I'm going to cut this down to be quite a bit smaller so that I have just an even white edge on a couple of my other sides. So today I'm going to be making several little mini 3x3 cards. It's one of my favorite things to do with little scraps, and it's super easy to do and a little bit easier to design when you're working with a smaller space. So I've got just that little piece there. And I'm going to grab a piece of white so that I have a bigger border around the outside. Today I'm just going to use my liquid glue. Now you can see on the back side I actually stamped with Night of Navy on the back. And I think I may have done 2 inkings of that. You see how dark it is. Hi Carol, hi Debbie. So I'm just going to use some white glue for this and place it onto a backing of white. And then it's almost like I stamped it centered because now I have a little bit more of a white border. I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back side. And got to grab those too. And I've prepared some small little 3x3 cards, so that just a piece of 3x6 white cardstock, so that I can make a bunch of these little 3x3 cards. Bring my little mini garbage pail in, and I think I want one in the middle. I just want to make sure that doesn't squish flat. Now I love to stick these little mini cards into really anything that I'm sending to somebody. And it's just a quick little note to say hello, and it's not complicated or time consuming. So there's my little finished card. Now I've got a little bit of imperfection in my stamping. If I wanted to, I could take my Night of Navy marker and just kind of touch it up a little bit. But you know, it's really pretty fine just the way it is, so I'm going to leave it as is. Now I had some other pieces done with, so this one was done with Night of Navy, just plain Night of Navy. This one I stamped in the center with the cinnamon cider. So I'm going to quickly put that one together. Got adhesive on the back side of this one, and again, I have a white background in behind. And on this one, the blue is Misty Moonlight. Don't think I said that out loud, just in my head. I'm going to put it onto a white card base. Now we have these, we have envelopes for this 3x3 size. Those are continuing in the catalog. Thank goodness they're not going away, because I do love making these little 3x3 cards. So there's my card number 2. Super simple, right? You can see I've got some sentiments that I'm going to play around with in just a bit. And let's see what else I got over here for my card salad pieces. Okay, so I wanted to play with this one. This one has the cinnamon cider and Night of Navy, and I love how crisp and bright this one came out. So I'm going to cut this one down. And I am just lining up my gap there in my cutter with the center of the white. I'm not even measuring it, which usually I do. And I'm going to use that one. It's going to have white on the back side of it as well. So if there's a little extra white there, it's going to kind of blend in. So let's go ahead and attach that one. So I have to tell you guys that I was partly inspired to do this little pop-up because this stamp set has some sort of yoga-centric images in it, Namaste in particular. And I was at a yoga retreat this weekend. So I saw this and I was like, I gotta play. Just seemed the right thing to do. And I did actually bring a craft for our little yoga group to do, and it was so much fun. We did a bunch of inky play. Okay, so I'm going to attach this one. So I'm going to have, in the end, a nice little set of all these cards, and I'm not even going to be able to make them all because there's so many pieces, but I really like it with the cinnamon cider on that one. And this one I'm going to put on a cinnamon cider card base instead of the white, just to mix it up a little bit. Now I could put some rhinestones or other gems on there if I wanted to, but I kind of like it just pretty simple and straight up. Now I did do one other thing. Where did I put that other piece? I wanted to use this piece, and I think I'm going to trim it off just a little bit. Let's see if I can get that with this cutter. Okay, so I'm going to do something similar to what I just did, but then I'm going to mix it up just a little bit. So anybody out there, do you guys like to make 3x3 cards? Or are you inspired, I hope, to make 3x3 cards? I just think they're so fun. Okay, so dimensionals on there again. Now this one's going to be a little bit different because I'm not making a card from it. I'll show you what I got in mind. Now one of the things I'm going to use next is actually retiring. So I'm doing the same basic design on this one, just I'm not going to make it into a card. I'm doing something else with it. Hold your breath. Wait for it. Okay, so this is the thing that's actually retiring. These are these adorable little 3x3 boxes that are designed to fit, obviously, 3x3 cards. Now they're a little bit bigger than 3x3. I think they're like 3 1/4 or 3 1/8 by 3 1/8, something like that, so that the cards fit in there nice and neatly. So as you can see, just folding along the edges to create my little box. I'm going to fold in the plastic pieces so that they're sort of burnished on the edges. We'll fold that one right in the center, so it's going to fold up well. And then I can start piling my cards in as I want to. So I've got my 3 cards. Got some pieces and parts to play with here still. Go ahead and put those in with a couple of envelopes. Got 3 envelopes here. Now I actually have a couple more that are finished, so that means I have 5 total, I think, in here. Let's see how many fit. So that's 5. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 envelopes. Are you seeing a nice gift? I think it's a really nice gift. In we go with the envelopes. If I can just, the layers are getting connected to one another. Hold on. Okay, they're going to fit in. I know they will. I should have put them in first because I'm having trouble because the cards are in there in the way. Okay. And my hair's going in the box too. Who wants a gift with Melissa's hair in it? All right, so there's my box, right? 5 might be just a little tight, so I might need to go with 4 in there. I did manage to get them to fit. Now this one, guess what this is for? It's going to go on top, and it's going to be my little box cover. And I have in mind to do one additional thing on the front. So I played around with looking at some of these sentiments because these were in my card salad baggie too. I promise you, I did not make them up just for today. They were in my card salad baggie, which I love. So I thought about, putting them on the front, but they're kind of big and they cover up a lot of the pretty pattern on there. But this one, I think, looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to cover it up. Who has an opinion? Could be down here on the right, in the center. And then I also have a few little embellishments where I had a ribbon embellishment. So this was one that I created for something. Didn't end up using it. So I could have that on there if I wanted. And then I had a little bow. I think I must have thrown it on the floor somewhere in the mix. There's the tiniest little bow. Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, so I'm watching. Anybody commenting? Okay, so here's the cute little bow. This is Seaside Spray ribbon, which of course is a color that's going away. So that could go there. Or this could go here. I don't know. I think we're just going to go with the little sentiment. What do you guys think? I'll put a dimensional on the back side, or 2. See if these are too big for it. They're a little too big. Looking for my mini ones. Yay, mini ones. I love all the sizes. And we'll just stick that right in the middle. So now I've got my little gift. I didn't have to stamp a thing, just a little bit of cutting, and away we go. Ooh, I have an idea. One other thing I think I want to do. I think I'm going to use some of these in color embellishments. I have a little strip here also, and I'm just going to add them to flank the sentiment. And just have to find my take your pick tool. I think I'll do the blue. Misty Moonlight. I love this color. Okay, I'm going to try one on each side, decide what I want to do. Just like that. Nah, the blue. Blue it is. Misty Moonlight. And there we go. We have a cute little gift. 5 little cards inside. What do you think? That's what I got. Okay, Sharon, you say center. What does that mean? Did I say something that that's the answer to that I don't know? Anyway, I think it turned out so cute. Simple, easy, and I still have little parts and pieces left, but I think those two have to be for like a bigger size card, maybe where I use a whole strip. And I still have another piece, card salad that I can't possibly eat all of. I know. I thought about doing a little ribbon too, but I think it's just good, just the way it is. So I'm going to stick with it just the way it is. So that's it. Card salad party. A little bit of card salad today with today's tiles. Okay, there we go. Say goodbye. Bye. Do I look sad? I only get to play with it for so long. So I proposed doing card salad marathon all week, but guess what? I've decided it's just going to have to be impromptu pop-ups like today. I hope you enjoyed it, quick and sweet. And I hope you'll watch for another Facebook Live sometime later this week for another little pop-up event, because I have lots of baggies to share with things that are retiring. So we'll let you go now, but have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining me, whether you're live on the replay. Leave comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Oh, somebody gave me hearts. Thank you, somebody. All right. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.